This is the story of the creation of the violin. There once lived a very poor husband and wife. The couple had been waiting for a long time to have a child, but no child came. This made them very sad. One day, the wife went walking through the forest. There she met an old woman who noticed the wife was crying because she had no children. The old woman said, "Go home and cut open a pumpkin, then fill it with milk. Drink that milk and your son will be born. He will be very lucky and very wealthy." The wife went home and did exactly what the old woman told her. 9 months later, a beautiful baby boy was born. The wife and her husband were overjoyed. The poor wife's luck soon ran out, though, and she became very sick and died. When the boy turned 20 years old, his father also passed away. The boy was all alone in the world. The boy thought hard. What should I do now? I think I will go out into the world and search for my luck. The boy traveled from village to village, city to city, searching but not finding his luck. Then one day, the boy came to a very large city where a king lived. The king had a very beautiful daughter, but the princess had not found a prince to marry. Many princes had come from near and far, but none met the conditions of the princess. "I will only marry a prince who brings me what no one else can bring me." The boy was a bit naive and went straight to the king to say, "I would like to marry the princess. What should I do?" The king scoffed at the boy. "I want my daughter to find a prince who deserves to marry her. She will marry the prince who can give her what no one else in the world can. Why have you come here to waste my time?" And with that, the king had the boy thrown into a dungeon. The boy sat in the dungeon, feeling very sad indeed. The door was locked. He was all alone. His luck would not be found here. But wait, what was that? The boy saw something twinkle from the corner of his eye. It was the fairy queen, Matoya. Matoya said to the boy, "Don't be sad. You shall soon give the princess something no one else can, and she will marry you. Here, take this box and this stick, pull 4 hairs out of my head, and stretch them over the box." After the boy did as Matoya said, carefully stretching the 4 hairs over the box and then vibrating them with the stick, Matoya exclaimed, "This box has become a violin. With this violin, you can make people happy or sad whenever you want." With a quick flap of her fairy wings, Matoya flew into the violin box and lay down inside. She began to sing and blow air out as the boy pulled the stick across the strings. A beautiful sound floated through the air. It was music so beautiful, it made tears spring into the boy's eyes. Matoya urged the boy to take his violin to play for the king. The boy carefully held his violin and bow as he stood in front of the king. "Your Majesty, I have for you something that no one has ever seen or heard." The boy brought his violin to his shoulder and placed his head to hold it while he lowered his bow to the strings. 1 string slowly, then 2 strings slowly, then quicker and quicker with the bow and the fingers of the left hand until joyful and exuberant music came, unlike anything that the king and the princess had ever heard. The boy played and played on his 4 strings, high and low, quick and slow. The king and the princess laughed, then cried, then danced and sighed. The boy's music touched their hearts and souls with happiness and sadness. The princess's heart filled with love, and she declared, "I will marry the violin player." The boy and the princess celebrated a wedding with the whole kingdom in attendance. The boy played a song of love for his princess on his violin on that day and for every day ever after. And, of course, they lived happily ever after.